Okay everyone, welcome back to the Long Dark Wintermute. Yes, we're still here in the hunting lodge, exactly where we left off at the end of the last video. I've done a little bit of housekeeping, which has basically consisted of dropping some things. We've got a couple of fire logs here, which we don't really need, so I've dropped them. That rabbit that we picked up off the table was actually at 0% condition, so I dropped it, and a spare recycled can that I didn't need. So we've got rid of a few bits and pieces. The well-fed benefit that we have has actually given us plus 5 kilos of carrying capacity. I didn't actually realise that, so it lets me carry a little bit more, but obviously I don't know when that's going to run out, and we're going to be a bit encumbered when it does, so going to be a little bit careful of that. But we need to get back down to the rail maintenance yard, so that's what we're going to do today with the spear. I'm just a bit worried about what we're going to encounter on the way, so let's set out and see what we find on the other side of this door. Now I'm a little bit worried that we're going to come across the wolf now, or wolves, or the bear again on the way back down. So okay, we've got some wolves, which is to be expected up here. I'm actually surprised we didn't find any for. Oh, I wonder if there's a mountaineering rope on this rope drop. So there is a rope drop over here. Be amazed if there's a... I don't think there's going to be. Okay, let's make our way back down then. So we're going to have to wide berth to the pond there so that we avoid the wolves. I have a feeling those wolves were probably there when we came in. We just got lucky and managed to avoid them in the gloom. Oh great, there's another one over there. Awesome. Right where we're going as well. Brilliant. Just what we need. Well, we are of course now the wolf killer. We managed to bring 2 of them down. So, all else fails, hopefully we can bring down another one. I'm trying to stay high and out of the way, so we don't attract the wolf. I think we've managed to avoid it. The only problem I've now got is I'm going to get down from here. Which, unfortunately... Oh no, we've got a little bit of a ramp. There we go. Sorted. Perfect. Okay, so we managed to dodge the wolf. So let's carry on down then. Hopefully we're not going to encounter the bear. And I'm also curious as to see whether the moose makes an appearance in Wintermute. The moose is something that I've not really encountered as yet. I haven't really encountered it in survival mode too often. I've come across it obviously once, a long time ago, and I have come across it in a couple of my own playthroughs. But I've not really come across it. We've certainly never been able to hunt it, so I'm curious as to whether it will make an appearance in Wintermute. Okay, here we go. Coming down to the gate. I honestly thought that the bear would make an appearance by this gate. But it hasn't, so far anyway. But I honestly thought it would. Okay. Part of me is inclined to leave that gate open. I don't think we're going to be heading back up to the lodge, but just in case we do, I'm going to leave the gate open. Okay. See plenty of wolves around. Let's make our way back up towards the lodge then. I have also picked up that snare, which I suspect has added another side mission. Now I did want to review the side missions. We're going to do that when we get back to the rail maintenance yard. I just want to have a look at what side missions we have and see whether we can do any of them. Now one of them was to bring down some wolves in different regions, and obviously we have brought one down here in Broken Railroad, so hopefully we've ticked one mark off that that particular side mission. I'll have a look at what some of the others are, because I do want to do some of these side missions. I don't want to plough on through the main storyline and completely ignore the side missions, so we are going to go for some of these side missions. Where our wolfy friends are, the ones that we brought down. There's one, there's the other. Normally, of course, in survival mode, I'd be harvesting these and taking them back in. I'd drop all my stuff off in here and come back and harvest them and all that good stuff, but I'm not going to bother in Wintermute. We just don't need it. We're okay clothing-wise and we're okay food-wise, so I just don't need to do it. Unless, of course, it gives me a one of the side missions, which we'll come and get if it does. Of course, I am also thinking that we may end up with another... There we go. Encounter with somebody else on this region. Now that we've progressed the story a little bit and collected the spear. So, hopefully we're not going to be randomly jumped by anybody. I'm genuinely nervous of that at every twist and turn. Okay, so we're back here in the rail maintenance shed. There's the forge. We've got everything we need to get the forge up and running. So let's just double check. Repair the broken spear at the forge. So let's have a quick read through these various side missions then. So we've got the basics of survival. Snare a rabbit. Place a snare and catch at least one rabbit. Okay, well that should be fairly straightforward. Find and harvest some medicinal flora native to Great Bear. Reishi tea. Old man's rune dressing. Rosehip tea. Well, we actually have everything, I think, to do that. Back in our thing at Trapper's Cabin. I've got Old Man's Beard lichen. I don't know whether... No, I need a bit more. Okay, so we need to collect some more Old Man's Beard. And we should be able to do that. Work through the survival school lessons, which are Colour Wolf in Mystery Lake, Colour Wolf in Forlorn Muskeg, and we've ticked off Broken Railroad. So we need to try and bring a wolf down in Forlorn Muskeg, and we need to try and bring one down in Mystery Lake to succeed in that one. We need to catch a fish from the lake, and just basically keep working through them. Okay, so that's all fine. Lake gunshots. Head to the far side of Mystery Lake near the cabins and find out what's going on there. So we've got a few things that we can go off and do, but most of them are in Mystery Lake rather than here. So right now then, let's get this forge up and running and see if we can repair this spear. So, first things first, furnace, start a fire. We've got some matches, we've got some birch bark, we have some sticks, and I'm going to use the accelerant that I'm carrying because that just gets this fire going.
That should do it.
Okay, and while we're here, we might even... Oh. Okay.
Let's do this.
Oh, okay. So now I have an infinite furnace. I honestly was not expecting that to happen. Okay, so... I was expecting to have to keep feeding it, but no, I don't have to. Okay, so I need the hammer. I might need the tools, I don't know. Spearhead. I need 2 bits of scrap metal. Well, that shouldn't be a problem. There should be plenty of scrap metal lying around. Well, there's 1 bit. And... Ooh, in fact, while I'm in here, I'm just going to grab that water because I have used a fair bit of water.
It's gotta go.
Yeah, don't worry. We're gonna sort out our supplies once we've done this before we head off anywhere else. So we just need to find another piece of scrap metal. There's got to be some lying around in here somewhere. This is a mail... I keep saying mail maintenance yard. This is a rail maintenance yard. There's got to be scrap metal lying around somewhere.
Hope nobody needs this anymore.
Come on, there's got to be some scrap metal around in here somewhere. Can I just hack a bit off this truck? You see, the problem is, most of the time I tend to ignore scrap metal. So I don't tend to do a lot of metalworking and forge and stuff, so if I see it, I tend to ignore it, and I don't tend to make a note of where it is. Oh, there we go. There we are. We've got what we need, so let's get back to the forge. Now the forge is infinite. Let's craft the spearhead.
I need to find food. Guess I can add blacksmith to my growing list of skills.
Okay, so we now have a fully crafted...
Let's hope I don't have to put this spear to the test.
A fully crafted spearhead. And we've also unlocked improvised hatchet and improvised knife. I am half tempted to make said items, or at least the improvised knife, but we do actually have that shard, don't we? So, what do we need to make an improvised knife? 3 bits of scrap metal. I don't think we've got any scrap metal. We have a cooking slot on top of the furnace there. Okay, I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm going to leave it. Okay, so we're now looking in pretty good shape. So we need to get back to Jeremiah now. We need to head back to Jeremiah. Anything interesting in here? What do I have to select? Oh, yes. There we go. Okay, so I'm not going to bother going through all that now. Right, so we need to do a little bit of housekeeping before we go anywhere. We are pretty heavily encumbered, so we need to lose a few things before we think about going anywhere else. So I'm just going to head back round to this big drawer, which is where I've been dropping stuff, although it's already pretty much at capacity. Decide whether there's anything in here that I could do with taking with me, and anything in here that I can lose. So, I want all that ammunition. I didn't want to carry it up there, but I don't want to leave it behind now. Fire starting material, we can probably get rid of some more matches. Don't need to worry too much about matches. Obviously we're carrying tools, don't need those, let's get rid of those. And we're carrying the big heavy hammer, which we also don't need. Oh, okay, that's fine, we can just drop that on the floor here. That's not a major problem. Drop, and that's dropped us below our current 35 kilo limit. I'm inclined to eat quite a bit of food. I have a feeling we may retain that benefit as long as we don't drop below starvation level, which is actually pretty good because it's a useful thing to have that. Because we've got more food at our disposal than we do in our normal survival mode games, I'm definitely going to take advantage of that. Okay, so we need to make our way back out now. We're looking in pretty good shape overall. So we've got everything we need. We have the bear spear, which of course is rather crucial. Although it's not in our inventory. Is it one of the special items, what we are carrying? Yes, it is. The bear spear is obviously now one of the special items that we're carrying, so it's not counted as part of our inventory, which is good. So we are actually in pretty good travelling shape. Yeah, we're looking good. Okay, let's get ourselves going then. So we're going to aim to get to the Forlorn Muskeg, what we now know as Poacher's Camp, which I didn't realise that's what it was called. So that's where we're aiming for. Oh, okay. It's a bit of a whiteout out there. Shall we risk it? Is the big question. Shall we risk it? Shall we risk it? Temperature-wise, it's actually pretty good. It's just visibility. Let's just pass time for an hour and just see if the visibility improves. Oh, and it has. There we are. Problem solved. Okay, so we're still looking. We're going into darkness, but that I don't see as a problem. I'm going to bring out my rifle, and we're going to make our way back across to Forlorn Muskeg. And I dare say we're going to encounter the bear some point in some scripted encounter as we do this. That I did think that rail vehicle was a bit unusual. I don't think I ever remember it in survival mode, and now I know why. It was part of the gameplay for Wintermute that we had to go through that vehicle. I was fairly sure you didn't normally have to do that. So my question is, how do we get back? My other question is Mesalusa still here? I think the answer is no. He has very much moved on. But a nice little camp spot that I'm going to bear in mind for future reference, I think, in survival mode. It's not a bad little spot, that. Okay, so we're going to make our way back. I think we're going to have to make our way around these rail vehicles, or possibly we can go back through it. Or is it now completely blocked? Oh, it's completely blocked. Okay, so we can't go back that way. Oh, okay. Can we climb up and round this? Or is this a total blockage? This is a total blockage. Okay. So we need to find another way round then. Okay, well I'm pretty sure there are other ways around. I think we're just going to have to drop down and walk around, I think. Okay, so we find ourselves heading back down towards the rail yard now. I'm pretty sure if I bear to the right here and sort of head round that way, we'll find a way back up somehow. Although actually, it is looking like I'm going to have to... It does look like I'm going to have to go back out the other side of the rail yard, head back towards the lake, and then head round that way. This is quite a circuitous route it looks like we're going to have to take. We could probably kind of need to head roughly that direction. This is kind of taking us back out this side and then swinging us around. I reckon if we go this way we should find a pathway back up. At least I'm hoping so. A little more anxious now, I have to be honest. A little more anxious. Because I'm kind of venturing into the unknown a little bit. I've never had to come round this way, so I'm sort of hoping that kind of takes us back where we just came from. I'm hoping if I keep going this way and just sort of bear over to the right every time, we should, as a deer, hopefully we'll find our way back up to the rail yard. See, we are very much in the unknown. Again, Facebook is supposed to be suppressing notifications, so apologies that some of them are, not Facebook, sorry, Windows is supposed to be suppressing notifications, so apologies we have a few popping up, which I am unfortunately going to have to blur out, so you can't see. Okay, I'm just going to pop up here and just have a look. See if this takes us where we want to go, or if it's a bit of a dead end. It's looking a bit like a dead end, to be perfectly honest with you. Yes, that it be. But I think I do vaguely know where we are. I think, do we? Yeah, that's the pathway that goes up towards the lodge. Let's not try jumping off great big step. So I think if we follow this river, this takes us back towards the ponds. No, it doesn't. Oh, blimey. Can we climb up that? I don't think we can. I mean, it looks like something we can climb up, but I don't think we can. Okay, so we're going to have to head back up towards the lodge then. This is very much directing us back towards the lodge. That's the only realistic way we can go. So back towards the lodge and round. I am absolutely convinced there was another way of doing this. But at the moment, I can't find it, so we are actually having to head back this way. I'm pretty sure there was another pathway back up to the railroad that didn't involve coming all the way back around here, but I haven't seen it, so I think we're going to have to come back this way. Okay, and again we want to now bear around this way. Probably not. Any opportunity we can see to go round to the right is where we need to be going. We definitely don't need to be going to the left, we need to be going to the right. There's a bridge there. That bridge does take us back out. We've been over that before. I have used this route back out of this region before, coming up this way and coming from the lodge outwards, but I can't quite remember it. It's been a while. I think we need to go to the right here. And this pathway takes us out if we keep bearing to the right. I hope so anyway. So at the moment we are playing Lost in the Long Dark. Okay, we've got a tree bridge. Oh, cave. Yes, we're at the cave, and I'm pretty sure we can... Do we... I'm trying to remember, actually, how to do this. I'm pretty sure we can sort of head somewhere around here. Allows us to go up towards that bridge. I can't for the life of me remember where. Oh, I think it is that way. Do I go in the cave? Do I just briefly take shelter in here? See if there's anything in here? Another dead dude.
I'll be hungry.
Oh, an MRE and another emergency stim and a bit more firewood. Okay. What's that? Oh, a glitch. Okay, well, we are still making our way back to Jeremiah. We've found our way partially back out of Broken Railroad. We've had to take refuge. We've had to come the long way round to get out of Broken Railroad. It's proven to be a little bit of a challenge. But I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to hole up in this cave. I'm going to get myself through to the following morning. Darkness is starting to set in, so I think I'm going to get myself through to the following morning. Then we're going to carry on round and see if we can find our way out back to Jeremiah. But right now I'm going to say thank you as always for joining me for Wintermute in the Long Dark. Really hope you're enjoying the series and my style of play through the game. I take things easy, I take things slowly, but I do the occasional crazy thing, which usually causes me problems in survival mode, less so in Wintermute, but it's still good fun. Really do like the Long Dark. It's really developed fantastically well. We're going to carry on all the way through to episode 3 when that finally releases with this series, so please stick with us. Remember to hit that like button down below, hit the subscribe button so you can see when the new versions of Wintermute come out. I'm releasing these now on Tuesdays and Thursdays. This is the main series since my survival mode playthrough came to a rather abrupt end at the end of some big sharp pointy teeth. But you can still check out the playlist over on the side of the screen there for that one. You can watch that all the way through, and you can also see the playlist for Wintermute as well if you have stumbled across this video, haven't seen Wintermute before. But right now, thank you as always for joining me, and I'm going to see you again very, very soon.